Love comes quietly, finally, drops about me, on me, in the old ways. What did I know, thinking myself, able to go alone all the way?
When I have a crush, I think it kind of consumes me. I think that that's maybe part of the fun of it. It makes you start thinking about like circumstances that you would never actually end up in. I usually will like project some thought or like opinion of my own onto someone. I'll be like, this person's so happy and they seem to be normal and well adjusted and have friends and hobbies. They're like perfect. And so I let that snowball so often.
I think having a crush on somebody completely changes your worldview. And maybe for the worst, I'd say for the worst probably. I don't know, it affects almost every part of your daily life. Almost every time you think about what you're going to do with your day or your time, you're just immediately thinking, how can I fit them in?
I think one thing for me is a willingness to listen.
Um, I think the biggest sign is just listening to me.
And to kind of make space for even the most obnoxious things that I would possibly want to do. It's like there are so many grand things and like big pronouncements that can happen in a relationship, and I think that sometimes like just like the little things that like you don't have to do.
Just people who consistently make efforts to see me, making me feel included at all times, making me feel, I don't know, just like I don't feel like I have to be anything.
I don't know if there's a reason why why it happens. I think it's more so just like a fundamental part of being human and being conscious and being relating to like the fact that we can communicate with each other means that we can understand each other and love the things in each other. There might not be like one reason why except that we have to, you know? Like what are you here for? We're here to experience ourselves and each other and the way that that works.
I think love exists just to remind us that we're human, but people search for it so much because it's like that desire to like want to be like human and like feel like what like we're like made for.
Mm. I definitely think it would be easier for me to believe that someone hated me.
It's definitely easier for me to believe that someone hates me.
Like when you're first making a connection with someone or like you're meeting someone, you like encounter them, if you and you're starting to get to know one another, I feel like everyone's first impulse is to be, well, that's not always true, but I think people generally, like, you're not loved until you're proven loved.
Because then I can just write it off and be like, well, I can't control that, so bye. And I'm just like, well, I can't do anything about that, so whatever. And if they love me, like, okay, like, I don't want to like have to like uphold that. I don't know, cause then it's like you see this part of me that I feel like I don't even see in myself, and I have to like try to like uphold that or like be that. And I'm nervous that like if I'm not, I'm just going to be like left behind or like forgotten.
For someone to truly love me is for them to like know me, or understand. And I think that it's easier to believe that people don't get my vibe, or um, and assume that they don't like me.
Yeah, I remember feeling at a time like with the dude where I was just like by the water, my little rocky spot, and just feeling like this feels so right. I feel so content here, and like to put it in like the most like simple terms, I was like, I can get used to this. Like, I could really get used to this, and I would enjoy to have this person in my life for as long as possible, or just like as long as they would permit, I guess.
I have a lot of conflicting thoughts because there's a very rational side of me that's like, let's be real, might live a really long life, might live a really short life, I don't know, who knows what's gonna happen. But I honestly do think that, like, yeah, I think I may have already found one. For now, I don't need to worry about does that make sense? Like, even if, I think I'm so immersed in the way my life is now that it's like this is everything, and I'm just like living it.
I don't know. I have no idea. I really hope so. But I can only hope. Yeah, I really, really hope so. And I'm like, holding out for for that to happen, hopefully. But on the other hand, I know I love myself, and I pour into myself as much as I feel like I'd pour into somebody else. So it's not like a need, but it's definitely something I hope a lot of the time, like almost like probably like daily. And I really, really do wish that I can find somebody who I love and who loves me unconditionally. Um, but yeah.
I literally can't imagine what would be like the thing that would make it not work. But I am also a fiercely independent person, and I am very